meat, freshly made Italian bread, and Lewis Dairy Milk.
All right, 8:52. We want to welcome Annette from Harvard Business again in studio. Good morning.
Back.
Hi, now let's talk business.
right,
Now that
yeah.
we're all hungry,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
talk business.
Hungry. Now that we're all hungry, we've been hungry the whole show.
Yeah, right.
So, welcome, appreciate it. Harvard Business Services, give us a rundown.
Yeah, so for anybody that's listening and that just heard us talk about, there is no Puerto Rican restaurants in the area and wants to register.
Yes,
Right, yes, yes.
Anybody that's good in the kitchen and wants to set up their own, be it a restaurant, be it a service like construction, a beauty salon, we register all sorts of businesses. So what we do is we're a filing service. We prepare what's called the Certificate of Formation, and we file it to the state of Delaware. This is what formally or legalizes your company in the state of Delaware. We do also assist with the EIN, which is the federal tax ID. So this is the number that you're required to show for the opening of the bank account, for any business license or permits, for any insurance. Pretty much we're the stepping stone to everything else. Once you have the certificate of formation and the EIN, you can move forward with everything else in your business. And it helps you on the business side and also personally, because you have everything in check, you have all the documents required. So now you can
peace
also
of mind.
Yes, and you can move forward with growing your business, also being better personally, financially. But yes, Harvard Business Services is kind of like the first stop to everything else, and we make sure that we prepare all of the documents necessary. Turnaround rate is typically within 3 to 5 business days for the state of Delaware. We do
That's
also
fast.
have other states.
Okay.
So it's not just limited to Delaware, but since we are physically in Delaware and Delaware is like the corporate capital, a lot of people want to register in Delaware to take advantage of the strong corporate laws, of the privacy for the owners, the low startup and maintenance fees. So, talking about startup fees, it's $244 for you to register
That's
your
very
company.
reasonable.
Oh yeah, $244. You'll buy a pair of shoes for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now you were talking that you guys have been real busy lately. What kind of businesses have you seen popping up, or people who want to come in and get like an LLC or a business license?
So in the area, of course, we see a lot of services. So this is from construction to any beauty services like eyelashes. We've seen a lot of that lately. We've seen a lot of like e-commerce, like doing business online.
Okay.
So I think that's just the new world with after the pandemic, or I mean we still currently, just working online and finding their way to use their skills to finally take on that business project that they had.
Yeah, no, I mean, the pandemic changed a lot of people,
yeah.
how they do things and, wanting to continue like, okay, it's time to go back to work. Well, no, I want to start my own business. I've been doing it, so
Yeah.
I'm going to start to do it now, and I'm being able to do this. So again, when would you say that it's time for someone to, if they got like, I know we asked you this before, but if they got like a little side hustle, or they got something that they're doing part-time or whatever, but getting paid under the table, when is it time to, okay, I need to come in and get a business license or an LLC, and then how do they choose which one?
Yeah. So we have clients that start right from the get-go. They really haven't started anything and they just want to start legally from the very beginning. Others may start as like a side hustle, and once they see a lot more clients, a lot more money coming in and steady income from it, that's when they choose to, maybe I should formally do this. But the main reason for registering a company is to protect your personal assets. So this is with anything that you do. If there were to be any troubles, it doesn't have to necessarily be legal, but if you have all your ducks in a row, you're more at ease. You have that peace of mind. Like, I am formally registered, so anybody that tries to say anything about my business, and with the registration, you can also get things like permits, license, insurance, so that you are protected all around.
Well, I think another good selling point is like, look, if you're doing something, mowing lawns or doing handyman work, which is a big one,
Yeah.
doing different things on the side, and something happens, you screw something up, or maybe there's an accident or whatever happens. No, like they can come after you personally.
Exactly.
But if you're a business, then they can only come after the business and not you. So
Exactly.
even if it's, Bill Baker or Bill Baker Business LLC or whatever, LLC, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Bill Baker LLC, like they can come after Bill Baker LLC, but they can't come after Bill Baker's bank account. They can
Right.
only come after the Bill Baker LLC bank account. So
Right.
that's the difference. And that's why you just want to get protected. How much is it to start again?
$244.
And then there's an annual.
Yes, annual fees to Harvard Business Services as the registered agent. So that means any notices from the state or correspondence we receive and forward to our clients, that's just $50, and that's guaranteed never to change. It's been that price, that fee, for 40 years. So
Wow.
$50,
Okay.
and that has never changed. And then the state of Delaware imposes what they call a franchise tax. And for LLCs, it's due by June 1st of each year, and that's for $300.
Okay. All right. Very good. Again, if people want more information, and they can do all this online and right over the phone,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
can they, get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, so for any questions, or if you have or you're ready to register, we have our website, delawareinc.com, and we also have a chat option on there, so you can contact us there. Or our phone number is 302-645-7400.
Okay. Very good. Annette from Harvard Business Services. Thank you so much for stopping through. We
Thank you,
appreciate it.
guys.
Thank you.
8:59.
Power 1017 is sending